Happy Sunday, everybody. This week, our topic is doctors and discrimination. We've all heard the stories of the people who go to the doctor and might be, a little overweight, a little fat. And some people could be in denial. I guess maybe you could go to the doctors and you could be, 300 pounds and you could feel like you're a size 6. But most of us have common sense. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not going to the doctor to be told that I'm fat. I can tell. Thank you. So when we go to the doctor, asking for other services usually, this is kind of how we're treated. And this is kind of how I feel at times. This has happened to me. Hi, doctor. I just had some questions about my shot this week and some questions about anything else that I needed to get before I go on my trip. Okay, but before we get into that, we have some bigger issues to talk about. You weigh 210 pounds. Now, clinically, that's overweight. So what are you going to do to try to change that? I mean, diet? I just, that's not what I'm here for. Okay, so we all know that kind of happens. Usually they just ignore the fact that you might be there for another reason and dwell on your weight. Well, I feel like doctors should give people who are overweight the benefit of the doubt. I know a lot of people disagree with this statement, but I do think that you can be a larger person and be healthy at the same time. Now, if maybe they didn't just look at our weight and then look at us and be like, oh, you have all these problems with you, you're going to get diabetes, you're going to get this and that, and it's nice to know the facts. It's nice to know what can be at risk. I feel like if they're going to do that, they should do tests on us. Maybe see if we are actually unhealthy. Maybe test my heart rate, my blood pressure, test other things instead of just assuming that when I walk into the room and I'm not a size 6, with bulging muscles, or I don't have the tiniest body and I have hips and thighs and stomach, that maybe I possibly could just be healthy, because it is possible to be bigger and healthy. And the big issue with doctor discrimination is that it keeps people from going to the doctor for serious matters. If you get badgered every time about your weight when you don't go there to be talked about your weight, that's going to hinder you from wanting to go to the doctor for more serious things, such as, any illness that you might come up with that might not pertain to your weight. I know that I would rather stay at the doctor's unless it's an emergency. I'd hate checkups, and that's something that I shouldn't hate. It's important to get your body checked up. It's important to stay healthy, but when doctors discriminate against you and assume that you're unhealthy and want to put you through all these tests because of how you look and your weight, it could be bad. And, if we have the people who are going to come here and be like, oh, well, if you're fat, then you must be unhealthy. And if you're fat, then diabetes and things of that nature and heart disease are true threats. That is true. Those things can be true, but not all of us are unhealthy. So I thought this week's topic was pretty interesting. This isn't a really long video, but I just wanted to comment on the fact that doctor discrimination does affect people and their views of doctors in the future. It's sad that people won't want to go to the doctor if they're unhealthy. It's sad that we're scared to go and ask for help. So I feel like doctors should get a little empathy, get a little sympathy there, and maybe go about this in a better way than just assuming that someone is unhealthy because they're fat. I'll see you guys next week.